here to give you a little bit of insight as to what goes on inside the mind of a teenager.
Especially a Christian teenager.
Wind noises.
That was a good one.
So, what's happening this episode? Something fun's happening in this episode. It's Ethan's testimony. Oh, hey. So, Ethan,
Hi.
go ahead and share your testimony.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ethan. I'm the one that doesn't speak, and you get surprised that I'm there when I speak like halfway through the podcast. I'm 14, and I don't know how to start this. Okay. So, it started when I was a small child, probably when I was born, I think. Hope I was born. Anyways, started from there. I was in a house of Christians, since I was born. My dad was originally a youth pastor, and my mom's was a worship director. So, and then we used to live in Florida, then we moved up to where we live now, and then, I forgot my life story. Oh, my dad started a church, and then my mom, did the music directing here. We're always Christian. I always thought I was Christian, and so, like, I just got baptized randomly. I was like, hey, Dad, can I get baptized? He was like, yeah, okay. So I did. I wasn't saved at all, and when I turned, like, 10, I was at my worst in life. I was super bad. Anything my parents told me to do or even said to me, I was just like, shut up. And, like, I didn't do anything they said. I was such a brat to anyone that talked to me. And my life was very bad. I'm surprised it's ever been like that. But after that, it kept going on for about until I was 12, which when I was what was it, 12? I think I was 12. I
remember you being 12.
Yeah. I was
That's a
12
weird
at one
statement to
point.
say.
I was 12 at one point.
Yeah, when you were 12, I remember that.
I had this group of online friends that I talked to, and then I was talking about the depression a lot, and I only was suicidal for about 2 months, and I wanted to kill myself for about 2 months, and around that time I brought it up to that online chat group of friends that I had, and they, like, talked me through it since they've had experiences with it before, and they, like, actually helped me through that. And so after that, I was still depressed, but not as suicidal. And then after that, I went to Strength to Stand, which is where she also got saved. This was in 2019, a year before she got saved. I got saved there. Something about the night happened, and I really wanted to get saved. Like, I'm not usually super emotional, but I was crying pretty bad back there. And then I was talking to this one pastor, which I can't remember his name at all. He helped me through the prayer and stuff, and I can't remember his name. Once I got saved, which is weird, which I've never heard about anyone having this before, once I got saved, any memories from before that night completely got erased from my mind. Like, even if I see pictures, I can't remember anything from before January 2019. Like, anything before that, it's just, like, locked off from my mind.
Oh.
And I don't think it was worth remembering anyways. And so after that, I was still depressed, but then Abe was like, hey, let's get lunch. And then we hung out, and then we became friends since then, which that helped out with the depression a little bit. And then my faith kept growing from there, and only recently I've started really getting serious with my faith. In the past 6 months I've started to read the Bible, pray a lot, and I heard no most people struggled with like porn and stuff. I tried to get into it during the depression, but I honestly the only word I could have thought to what I thought about it was it's pretty boring actually. So I never got into the temptation. so
That is awesome.
so I never got into that stuff, which I'm thankful for.
Praise God.
My depression lifted up a little bit when I started talking to Abe, and since he's like really social, he introduced me to more people and stuff like that.
Sorry, sorry,
Keep going,
my nail.
man.
Sorry,
This
my
is
nail.
great.
My nail.
Jeez.
My nail is breaking, but apparently my mind is too. Sorry.
Anyways, I kept talking to some people, and then nothing really serious happened in my faith up until like 6 months ago. I've still had depression. I still have depression quite often, but somehow it's muted itself to only. I have to have super low expectations about everything, because if I have high expectations and if it doesn't go even a little bit under how I expect it to go, the depression hits completely, and then I just am completely a mess. So I have to have super low expectations all the time. What's good is that I've actually somehow shifted one of my depression thoughts into actually being like helpful. Like I've always lived for a few years I've lived this life where it's like this is going to be the last thing you do, and like this is going to be the last thing before you die you're going to do, haha. And then I somehow rearranged that thought to actually be helpful towards me, like living my best life, I guess. So somehow,
You're living every day like it's your last.
yeah, which I
Yeah.
used to get super depressed by that thought, but then now it's actually pretty nice, I guess.
The tables have turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing too serious happened until like summer of this last year, sorry, 2020, which COVID, since I was home a lot, I had time to like read the Bible and stuff, so I got into that and started getting more serious into my faith and stuff. And yeah, that's where I am now.
That's amazing. Yeah, you rocked that for sure.
Thanks.
I'm assuming we still have some time.
I'd figure.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, man, that's I didn't know about really any of that. So that's
Yeah. Severe trust issue.
you went mute on my end
Hello?
for a minute. You're back. I didn't hear
okay.
what you said.
So I forgot to mention, like, I have severe trust issues, so I've never told anyone this stuff before. Like, not even Abe, because I just feel like anyone I tell will tell someone else. And so I have severe trust issues, always have, probably always will. But, yeah. So that's why I've never told anyone before.
Yeah, man. I do think one thing I want to go back to is when you got saved. You said you can't remember anything prior to that moment,
Yeah, like anything.
like at all.
Mm-mm.
Dude, I think that is such a beautiful like picture of the spiritual, like what happened spiritually at that moment of that life, but your life before that got instantly burned up and deleted, and God forgave you for anything that happened in that moment, and He has completely removed that from your life. And I think that is totally awesome that He gave you the physical side of that as well, and not just the spiritual.
Yeah.
That He actually took that away from you. So I think that's really, really beautiful picture in your testimony.
Mm-hmm. Like, I can't remember anything from before that night. Like, half of the trip I can't even remember either.
I'm gonna be honest, those trips are so crazy I don't remember half of them. Yep. But yeah, and then I think it's pretty cool that you were kind of using online for you then used online to reach out to people, and they were able to help you and talk you off the metaphorical ledge. And
Yeah, and like since I had no friends, online was the only friends I had. So like if you don't have literally anyone you trust with trust issues like I had, and since I
yeah,
didn't actually, no one actually knew who I was online, I could
yeah,
just tell them like I'm depressed and I want to kill myself, and then they would like just help me through it. And like
yeah,
um so like it's not necessarily the best thing to do to talk to online, but if you literally don't have anyone else you trust, then that's
that's
the
what you've
best.
got, and that's what you've
Yeah.
got. Yeah, yeah. So praise God that He gave you the courage to reach out to those people. I'm very happy that you're still here today.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I don't know. One thing that came across my mind is like if you're struggling with like depression or just suicidal thoughts, just like and you don't have anybody to talk to in your real life, I I remember thinking cuz there are a lot of people online that
Mm.
you can easily go and look up just like a Christian page on Instagram and
yeah,
it'll say that their DMs are open for you to talk to them. Maybe do
yeah.
that if you can. You don't have to ever see that person's face. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just talk to them.
Our
Um
DMs are always open too. So
yes, our
I mean,
DMs are always
yeah,
open. Message one of us if you need help, like and we'll be
yeah,
more than happy to help you. Um but yeah, just try and find help if you can. I know trust
mm,
issues are hard to work through, but if you can
yeah,
message somebody online in a safe way that you know is trustworthy,
yeah,
message
yeah,
them and yeah.
yeah. So Ethan, you said you kind of still struggle with depression, and it was something that's kind of been in your life for a while. So what's something that a word of advice for fighting that and for keeping it away?
Um Ignore it as much as possible, but don't like ignore it without telling people about it. Like I told those
Mm,
online people about it, and that actually felt good to tell at least someone, even if I didn't know
vulnerability.
who they were.
Yeah,
uh I'd say try to ignore anything it says to tell you, I guess. It's not really like it actually tells you or whatever, but it's like any thoughts that come to your mind about it, just try to ignore them.
mm, just kind of push it out the window for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, sweet. Um, I do say it's really awesome that porn just completely bored you. That is
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
absolutely amazing to
awesome.
me. Praise God for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, does everybody have anything else?
This was a quickie.
Yeah. Um.
Hey.
What was that?
Sorry.
What?
See, that's the issue. I got a nasty brain. Sorry.
What?
You said a
What?
you said a quickie, and my brain just went off the rails.
All right. All right.
Anyway. So.
Keep whipping the microphone with your hair.
Sorry.
I whip my hand back and forth. Whip my hand.
Anyways.
Well, is that
Shoot.
it from everybody? You know, got everything?
I think so.
Okay. Well, with that being said, that concludes our little introduction to
Yeah.
us, to
The podcast.
podcast. Next week, we're going to be talking about something fun. It's something fun, so you'll have to stay
We
tuned.
haven't figured it out yet.
We'll figure it out by the time the episode goes out,
We
though.
will figure it out. We're about to talk about it right when we hit end record.
Yes.
I think.
But yeah, join us next week as we start season 1.
Ooh.
Or technically season 2 of the podcast.
Episode 5.
Yes. Join us next week for that. Hopefully it's next week. It should be next week.
It'll be next week.
Yeah. We're good.
We're committed.
But we have socials. We have Instagram. We have the TikTok.
2 of them.
Instagram at Teen Insider Podcast. Go follow us.
On the
TikTok. Teen.insider.podcast. Go follow us on there. Go like our stuff. We have funny videos that get uploaded there.
They're pretty funny. They're pretty funny.
You get behind the scenes of some stuff that happens there.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, dude.
Bloopers of stuff that you don't get to see in our
Dude,
polished
stuff that was
version
cut
of the
from this episode because it was so hilarious.
Yeah.
You find it over there.
And we have a website. If you go to Instagram, you click our link tree, you will find the website URL there because I have no idea what it is. But
www.something
yep.
podcast related. You'll find us.
And
Yeah.
we're on Spotify, Amazon Music, all that fun stuff, wherever you're listening.
Yo, Ethan, what is your favorite way to listen to the Teen Insider podcast?
Spotify.
Ooh, Madison, how about you?
You know, I like listening, but I like watching even more. So I'd say YouTube.
Solid pick. I personally really like leaving the 5-star review on Apple. So I try to find a podcast.
Yeah, well, 5-star reviews are great.
Leave us a 5-star review. Thanks.
Thank you.
If you are watching on YouTube and you look down below, yeah, we appreciate it. But if you look down below and there's a red button down there that says subscribe, maybe hit it. Maybe subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We upload the video portion of the podcast every Saturday. We upload the audio version of the podcast.
Okay.
That hurt so bad.
Abe. Dude.
That's right up my nose. Oh, why did you say it like that? Oh no.
What happened?
It's over. You can leave.
Bye. Come back, maybe.
We'll see you guys next week. Jesus loves you.
Next week, next Saturday. Check us out every Saturday.
Saturday. We love you. Jesus
See you next
loves you.
Saturday night.
Day of Saturn.
Goodbye.
Bye.